What's happening, everybody? I'm Simone Malone, your radio feel-good man, a trusted and respected voice in the media. It's been a super great weekend. Been celebrating my 50th birthday all weekend. And of course, it's a Sunday. You checking us out here out of Studio 236. And on Monday, I'm going to do a Facebook Live to thank all of you officially for pouring into my life, the wonderful gifts that I received, and all the texts, the emails, the messages, the messenger. But listen.
Great.
To top off this weekend, I have an amazing young man who I have supported, poured into his life, and given him direction. The most important thing is that each one teach one, and if we can save somebody else's life, our living is not in vain.
Right.
Keemo wanted to come by to just thank me and wanted to share his testimony of faith and deliverance, how this brother has pushed him to snatch victory from some of his defeats. Now, we all have trials and tribulations we deal with. Many people out there in recovery from different things, whether it's drugs and alcohol or mental health, but you can survive it. You can overcome your situations if you're connected to the right people, you have some spirituality in your life, and you ask God for forgiveness and cry out to him and say, Lord, here I am. I need you. And he will answer your prayer. So, Keemo, this is the icing of the cake.
Yeah.
I've had a good cake, but this
is the icing.
Today is the icing of the cake because you wanted to come by.
Yeah.
And congratulate me as well.
Right. Happy 50th
for 50
birthday.
years.
Nifty
I know.
50.
I feel like I'm 25.
You look like you're 25. You see this man?
Don't y'all get it twisted.
This is great. I'm 30.
Yeah, you look great.
The last time I was on your show, I was about 25.
Yeah.
And me and you know one another for a very long time. Well, years go by fast now.
Right.
But to me, it feels like forever.
Right.
Like a forever friend. Like I say, like you're a positive pillar, a profound pillar in my life.
Thank you.
Because you have helped me mentally, emotionally build myself up to be the man that I am today, along with everybody else who loves me. But you are definitely one of the profound people who stand out in my life, who I can call on, answer the phone.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, I need this help. Answer the phone. I got this for you. You definitely direct with it. You speak for me, but you speak with me as well. Yeah. And that's why I'm graceful that God has led you into my life and giving you to me, or giving me to you, giving us the family orientation to be able to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Help one another. Like you said, each one teach one.
That's right.
A big saying that I say is proper preparation prevents poor performance.
Okay, I want you to say that slowly because this is one of the quotes that he shared when he was last here a few years ago.
Yeah.
Proper preparation does what?
Prevent poor performance.
Now, listen, folks, let's just be real about it because you know when you come on my show and you come here, I share great information, great guests, and inspiration. You need to be properly prepared.
Yeah, to prevent from performing poorly.
Yeah, because a lot of people perform poorly.
Right.
And when we mean by performing poorly is things that have captured your life that's negative. You're not on the positive realm. And so many people are performing poorly, but they want to be positive. But sometimes, Keemo, they don't know how to get out of their situations. Now, can you just tell everybody how you met me over 5 years ago, and that what you were going through at that time, and how you have overcome some of the situations?
At that time, I was working as what you call functioning addict. I was going through my post-traumatic syndrome because I lost my father at a very young age. I have my mother who was dealing with multiple sclerosis and cancer.
Wow.
And she had her spleen removed. She had several surgeries. But I was able to give her, once her spleen was removed, I gave her a second chance at living because I gave her my white blood cells. I was her donor. And people say, why did you do that? And I say, because she gave me a life. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving it back. This is what God made me for, maybe. You get what I'm saying? At that time, I was in a lot of addictive behaviors, bad addictions, because I was, using an amount of drugs. You know what I mean? I've relapsed several times. I have overcome that. If they don't believe it, here I am in the flesh to tell you. And through my actions, hopefully, in the future will show, to all of the people who watch me and all of the people who join with me and things that I have that's come up and coming, such as like the GBA thing that I'm working with, Guilty by Association, with my brother Coop. And we're doing something strongly. We're doing like podcasting and radio, but at the same token, we're making clothes and we're, giving this energy from us, amounting and triumphing our adversities and giving it back to people. We're shaking hands, dealing with people in North Philly, dealing with people all over Philly, period.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In other states and stuff like, I traveled to Atlanta Met those people, give off that energy. You get what I'm saying? Come here, back home, give off that energy. No matter where I'm at, I want to give off that energy. Like you gave me that energy when I was in time of need. You gave me that mentality. Use my sutra and my religion. We perform our prayer to a sutra in the direction of the Qibla, and those things help us practice and perform our prayers a lot more founded, and makes it more affirmative that we are performing our prayer and asking for forgiveness to who? The one God that everybody has, that everybody in every religion, I can't blame it on everybody, but a lot of interpretations, false accusations and stuff, make people mislead the direction of what goal we're on here. We are on this path together in different lanes to ask for forgiveness, to praise God, to give him the worship that he needs, because he created all of us. You get what I'm saying? We don't properly prepare, you get what I'm saying, to perform well. You get what I'm saying?
So Keemo, you made a very good point. And thank you all for watching us here out of Studio 236 with my friend and my brother who I've helped and mentored. Why is it that people are afraid to be properly prepared?
Because people don't have, they feel, I don't know. I mean,
people want to do better, right? But it's hard for them.
Right. There you go. If you knew better, you do better. So people don't know, you get what I'm saying, to how to prepare properly, to perform right. People don't take those steps or people feel offended by the steps they have to take by being a product of their environment, or by being adversitized so much that they lose hope. They lose it, and they don't want to ask for forgiveness. They lose religion. They lose faith. You get what I'm saying? They don't want to ask for that no more. I'm telling you, it's easy. It's restored just by giving just grace to God, like just asking for that forgiveness and believing. When you ask for that forgiveness, believe in the fact that he is forgiving you. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is it. The devil wants to divide and conquer. You get what I'm saying? If we rejoin and regrace and regroup and give praise and grow together, then we can perform properly, because we can each one teach one.
That's it.
You get what I'm saying? What I know, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Yeah. So what you don't know and you share with me, I might say, hey, thank you.
Yeah, but a lot of times, Keemo, people don't take sound, good advice.
They don't.
And I know that I'm full of wisdom. I give people advice every day professionally for what I do in mental health. Some people get it. Others, they hear it, but don't apply it.
Right. A lot of people say it goes in one ear and out the other. So,
but when a situation comes, they'll say, oh, I should have listened.
All right.
I should have listened. They're warning signs before destruction. Can you tell our viewers what was that turning point in your life that said, listen, I got to get on the right road here?
My mother. I'm going to say that, she just, she had a stroke. And I have to admit that I was, and take full accountability, not for her having a stroke, but I was a partial asset to her having that stroke. And I live with that every day, and I ask for forgiveness. But I wasn't the only person who was an asset to her having a stroke. I asked for forgiveness from everyone, from God first, but from everyone else. And I asked a lot of people, like jobs that I fill out applications for. I'm a legal driver, stuff like that. I've been studying tow truck driving and stuff like that. I want to get back in that field, and I just be constantly asking for forgiveness, because my mom had a stroke, and at that point in my life, I knew like I was losing her. And if God was to take her away from me, I feel like sometimes I have no one.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Because that's my nurturer.
Yeah.
That's the person who raised me to be the man that I am. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of times I was ignorant when I was younger. I was naive, and I would run away from her counseling. And I was like, no, this ain't true. Like, she can't raise a man. She's a woman. She don't know what, you know what I mean? But I was young. I didn't know. And now that I'm the man that I am today, I give thanks to her, and she's a fighter. My mom,
bro, we're praying for her.
She's the best of the best. You heard me?
Yeah.
And to shed light on like the whole thing that she's given me, she's given me that chance, just like I gave her that chance of living again. God gave us this chance to give to one another, and she's given me that energy, that welcoming. All of you guys, that GBA, all of them, like Cool, Peanut, everybody, Justin Sokol, Nick Reeves. I could run down a list, bro. All my brothers. You know what I'm saying? And they not my brothers in my blood, because I'm my mom's only son.
Right.
But they're my brother. Y'all are my brothers who I call on when I need help, when I need that push. Come
Yeah.
on, Keemo, don't give up. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you guys are there. And that's what I appreciate the most. Because my mom gave me a way. God gave me a way to be my mom's son.
Yeah.
My mom uplifted me and raised me and nurtured me right to meet you guys.
Yeah.
And you guys are in my life.
Yeah,
So,
I'll never forget. Great story. I'll never forget when your mother reached out to me.
Yeah.
Crying and saying, you know, my son is in jail.
Right.
And I told her I would go check on you.
Right. And you came to the jail and checked on
Do
me.
you remember that?
Yeah, I remember the visit. Yep, at DC.
Because of the fact of what I do in mental health and forensics, I'm able to get into the prisons very quickly.
Yeah.
When a mother cried out for help and said, I need you to check on my baby.
Yep.
And I took the time out of my schedule to
right
do that.
in.
We have to learn to change other people's lives if we can by our time and support, because people need one another when they're going through.
Right.
And you just never know. It might just be you that's going through something and you need somebody to be there for you.
Absolutely.
I wanted you to talk a little bit about drugs and speak to somebody's heart, because we have a lot of people out there that are doing drugs. They could be professionals in doing drugs, but what do you want to say? And can you please tell people what kind of drugs you were doing and how you feel now about your life?
Right.
Not doing that, because so many people are addicted to drugs, all
Right.
kinds of drugs. I'm not even going to go down a list.
Right.
There's so many pills.
Everything.
This is. Can you just share that real quick?
All right. So when I was doing drugs, I was choosing to do a lot of drugs, like PCP, medical, for synthetic marijuana, from cocaine. Every drug possible you could think of, I probably even did it.
Wow.
Tried it, tampered with it.
So can I ask you this?
But I was using it to sedate my post-traumatic syndrome, my anger
Your
that
issues.
I had. Yeah,
Oh
my
God.
issues.
So do you believe that people do drugs because they're trying to suppress their problems, but it's only a temporary fix?
Yeah,
okay.
I do believe that. I definitely
It's a temporary
fix.
fix.
It's a temporary fix. And a lot of people probably do it because of the fact that they want to get away from those problems, but they don't realize that that's only scapegoating for that amount of time. That little amount of time that you have doing that, and that little time that you experience and using that, utilizing whatever it is, that only sedates you for that little amount of time. Once you finish that, and it is out of you off that high, and you back on your giddy up, and you realize you're like, hey, now I'm back to reality.
Yeah.
Life hits you all again. Exactly. Those problems hit you all again.
But the problem is, Keemo, there's so many people, and I counsel people as well, that constantly do it and do it and do it.
Right, relapsing.
They just constantly keep doing it
right.
every day.
Right.
The problems are not going away. We got to treat these
because
people.
it becomes an addiction. It becomes
the key word is become an addiction. Anytime you need to do it 2 or 3 times a day.
Right.
Even with the alcohol or whatever it is.
Right.
It becomes an addiction.
Even down to cigarettes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Folks, you got to seek professional help.
Right. Facts.
You cannot meet these challenges on
alone.
Your own.
Right.
There are people like me and services in your community that can help you. If you want to help, you got to give us a call. We want to help you. We want to help your family.
Me. Yeah, because I be around.
Exactly.
I be around on foot.
Yeah.
And whether I'm in a car or on foot, whatever.
Yeah.
If you see me and you need links to get help,
right.
I'm here.
Go ahead and give them your social media information, because somebody may be crying out for that now. Go
you
ahead.
can find me on Facebook at Keemo Therapy, Keemo space THEROPE with the little dash at the top. It's Keemo Therapy. It's Keemo the Rope, but it's chemotherapy for real. That's my stage name. That's who I am.
Wonderful.
You know what I mean? Instagram is the Rope Keemo. All together. THEROPE KEEMO.
Gotcha.
@ before that.
Okay, so what do you want to say in conclusion, and share any words of encouragement? Because like I said, the road of recovery is a lifetime.
Yes.
We all are recovering from something, and all of us have dealt with some type of trauma in our lives.
Right.
And we just need to stay connected spiritually.
Right. First.
And stay connected to people that can push you, and people that care about you, and people that can add to you.
And be open.
You got to be open and honest.
Like, everybody say, oh, I think outside of the box. I think outside of the box. But you have this little mind and your little conscience. I call him Billy. That's my Billy. Billy stays in the back of my mind. He says, yeah, you could do this. You could do that. And then when I get in jail or get in these harmful situations, Billy ain't there with me. You get what I'm saying? It's me now. It's back to Keemo is back there. So my whole thing is, don't let Billy take a hold of your life. Have faith, have patience, have honor, because you live to fight another day. You live to give another chance to be somebody. That's all it takes. You get what I'm saying? And then look for those assets, those avenues, those people out here. It's more than one foundation. It's more than one facility. That's more than one institution that's willing to help us. You get what I'm saying? We just have to take that step. And sometimes taking the first step is seeing that stairway when nobody else does. You get what I'm saying? So take that first step.
Yeah.
Be determined.
Yes.
Be sturdy. How we 10 toes down on everything else. Be 10 toes down on your recovery.
Wow.
Get yourself together. You get
Amazing.
what I'm saying? Because this is a very, very, this world is going to be here. I'm afraid that this world is going to be here when we all leave it.
That's right.
You get what I'm saying?
That's right.
And we have to be here for the world so that make sure that it's going to be here when we all leave.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Give me that quote one more time and give your final hellos, because I know you're quite loved.
Yeah.
Say that quote one more time, because you got to get this in your spirit, folks. Go ahead.
Proper preparation prevents poor performance.
Proper preparation. I'm going to have that shoot across the screen.
Prevents
poor
performance.
Yep. Folks, you want to be properly prepared.
Yep.
How you do that is definitely asking for forgiveness. We need a heart that forgives.
Right.
And get yourself properly in the order that you need to for yourself. No matter what you've been through, you can bounce back. You may exit off the wrong highway I talk about, but you don't have to continue in the same direction. And we don't want you to continue in the same direction, because when you get off that highway, you don't know what you're going to meet. But we want to make sure that you're guided properly with the right words of encouragement and motivation and people that really care about you. Go ahead and give some salutes real quick and hellos.
I want to salute first my GBA family. Coop, we coming out with this Hanging with Mr. Cooper 5 coming out right now. April 20th is the release date. Also, we have my mixtape that's coming out and stuff like that. I'm going to be working hard on this thing. If you follow me on Facebook, Instagram to find out where it's at, it's going to be released on iTunes. This is going to be our big thing. Also, I want to give a shout out to Nick Reeves. I want to give a shout out to Justin Sokol. I want to give a shout out to my mom, God. I want to give a shout out to everybody who's watching this and everybody who will watch this and takes it serious, because this is an action that we all need to take. Not just one person, not just me, not just him. Everybody. Wake up, realize that we need one another. You know what I mean? We can't do this alone.
That's right.
We divide and conquer, that's the will of the shaitan. You get what I'm saying? But to come together as a family, to hold as one world, to be together, no matter race, ethnicity, religion, whatever, to come together,
That's
though,
right.
they can't take hold of that.
Wow.
They were forced to be reckoned with.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? I appreciate you, 50-year-old man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? This is my guy, man. Yo, I love you, bro, with the whole heart, not a piece of it. That's one thing I tell everybody else, too. I love you with the whole heart, not a piece of it. And I want people to take this serious when I say this. I love you guys with the whole heart. The whole heart, not a piece. I don't just give pieces of myself out to people, but when I speak to people and I interact with people, I give them my whole heart, not just that piece of it. We do have a clothing line that's coming out and stuff like that. My brothers is definitely working on clothing lines and stuff like that.
Great.
Everybody, I encourage you to work on your own self-clothing lines, whatever your niche is. Find your niche and work that thing.
Work it.
And you know, reach out to me, because I need employment. I'm definitely coming for all y'all jobs.
That's right.
I need
And I just gave him some information. I know you're going to follow up with that. He's going to get back to me. Keemo, thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you, Simone, man.
I love you.
I love you too, bro.
With
the whole heart, not
he
peace.
reached out to me, and he said, "Can you call me?" I think I called you less than 5 minutes.
Right, there you go.
No matter what I was doing.
That's my
because
guy right here.
It only takes a moment to change somebody's life and to be there. Remember, you're never alone with Simone Malone. For details of being on my show, just to be here for what we do, to promote, market what you're doing, to get your voice out there. Give me a call. That's going to scroll across the screen. 215-224-4297, or you can email me at feelgoodman1. There's only one.
There you go. Right.
There's only one feelgoodman. That's me. Yeah.
That's my guy, y'all.
At yahoo.com. Have an amazing day. We love you.
We love you.
And one more time, give them that quote.
Proper preparation prevents poor performance.
Be properly prepared, folks.
There you go.
Because I am. See ya. Bye.
Whole heart, not peace.